Hi, I'm Stacy Friedman from Lucky Girl Health and Wellness, and this is part 3 of my 8-part video series all about mastering your nervous system so you can say goodbye to stress. In the last video, we looked at the different branches of the autonomic nervous system. We looked at the sympathetic, the ventral, and the dorsal vagal, 2 parts of the parasympathetic nervous system. We learned about the benefits of being in that ventral optimal zone of energy where we feel safe and social and engaged. We also learned that being in sympathetic activation or dorsal activation are the body's attempts to protect us and keep us alive. In this video, we're going to take a look at what specifically triggers us into sympathetic activation or dorsal activation. I invite you to take out a piece of paper and make 2 columns. Label one column sympathetic energy or fight-flight energy, and the other column dorsal activation or too little energy. Take a moment to reflect on what types of triggers send you into either of these 2 branches. Some examples of triggers that might send you into hyperarousal or sympathetic activation are when someone speaks rudely to you, or a driver cuts you off. Another example may be where you feel there's too much on your to-do list and panic takes over and sets you into too much energy. Remember, when you're in this branch of the nervous system, common experiences are hypervigilance, hypersensitivity, anxiety, intrusive thoughts, panic, rage, and terror. Pause the video for a moment to write down what triggers move you into this state of survival. Welcome back. Hopefully you were able to identify a few triggers that bring you out of your optimal window of capacity and into too much energy. Next, we're going to look at what common triggers activate dorsal energy for you. Remember, dorsal energy is too little energy. Feelings include numbness, disconnection, fatigue, hopelessness, shame, despair, and defeat. Perhaps 4 hours of phone calls without a break sends you into the dorsal experience, or maybe it's being around family members who are arguing a lot. I invite you to pause the video again and write down common triggers that send you into dorsal energy, but do it with a sense of compassion and non-judgment. Welcome back. You can see that there are unique triggers in this me-search that you've done, and having more and more understanding of your own triggers is really empowering. It will help you to learn what puts you into too much energy or too little energy so that you don't need to move into stage 2 or 3 of that stress response. So before we wrap, I want to remind you that none of the triggers that you wrote down are right or wrong or good or bad. They're simply a personal map to understanding what triggers your nervous system into action. Knowing these triggers can help you anticipate when to provide a little extra self-care by reaching out for resources or going inward for some resourcing. In the next video, I'm going to teach you some breathing techniques that you can reach for when you need to resource yourself anytime you might feel like you're about to leave that window of optimal energy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.